existence once again in the glow of the atom.
Welcome to Wasteland 2. Oh, I want to create a custom squad. I like that portrait, that looks cool. Okay, hold on. Religion. I'll make her atheist. Let's be our main character. Use my regular female name here, Lily. Make her 25. Smokes. Nico pops. Ethnicity. Make her Asian. That one. Side strap. Ooh, I kind of like that. Badass. Oh shit, okay. Can't change like hair color or anything? I guess hair color is dependent on hairstyle. That's unfortunate. Okay. Damn. This is a lot of stuff. You know what? As much as I would like to go with custom characters, I feel like we'll just pick a group of rangers here. The combat medic, because that's cool. What's up? Can you get a hold of him? Try calling him. Hex here. Go with the infiltrator. We'll take the negotiator as well. This little round squad, I feel. No quirks. Oh, I can edit everything about him. That's cool. Alright, well. Should it go straight to a message? Okay. Yeah, no, that's strange, but I don't know. Let's just go with this. I'm pretty bad at games like this. This is what it says I should play if this is indeed my first barbecue. So I'm gonna try rookie.
What comes after the end? I don't know. Neither did they. They were just an army engineer battalion, constructing roads and bridges deep in the middle of the Arizona nowhere. They didn't know why Armageddon had come. They'd heard radio chatter about an attack on some space-based missile platform. But who had attacked it, or why? No one knew. What they did know is that the politicians and the generals had finally ended the world. Now, everything was gone. They took over a federal prison for a fort, kicked out the convicts, got busy starting from scratch. Maybe it was an act of mercy. Maybe they figured that the prisoners would die out in the harsh new world. Whichever, it came back to bite the engineers in the ass. Cultists, criminals, cannibals. They've been living with the fallout ever since. Good people had survived too, called for help in the night. And those engineers, those common soldiers, could not stand by and see them die. So they came out of their fort.
Yeah, I wish you wouldn't do
and
that.
they helped the survivors defend their homes. And for that, they earned a new name. A proud name. The Desert Rangers.
Oops.
Thank you, recruits.
A stiff-bearded older man wearing a hard-ward ranger uniform and a battered old cowboy hat. General Vargas walks with a cane, but he's not helpless. He wears a pearl-handled revolver on his hip, and there are a lot of notches on the barrel.
I appreciate you coming to Captain Ace's retirement party when you hardly knew the man. Appropriate, too, seeing as how investigating his death will be your first duty as a Desert Ranger. Ace had been trying to locate a faint radio signal, which has lately been giving us cause for concern. We gave him 3 repeater units and sent him to hook them up to 3 remote radio towers. This would have allowed us to get a fix on the signal. But sadly, Ace was murdered by unknown assailants right after hooking up the first tower, and his logbook and the last 2 repeater units were stolen. The voice on those broadcasts disturbed me greatly. It talked crazy talk about a future where man and machine would be one. Worse, it talked about us, the Desert Rangers, specifically. It said it was coming for us.
Well, that's not good.
When you get back to the Citadel, talk to our radio expert, Wade Woodson, if you want to know more about the technical details. All I know is the repeaters will upgrade the towers and allow us to zero in on the mystery signal. I'll give you the locations of the towers once you have the repeaters in hand. More important to find them first. Don't know, but it wasn't on Ace's person when he was found. Look for it. It might have some clues as to his death. Yeah, I know. You've hardly found your feet with us, and here I am sending you on a mission that already got 1 Ranger killed. Well, I wish I had another option, but the Desert Rangers are spread a little thin right now. Ranger teams Abel and Charlie are out west trying to stop a range war out there from becoming straight-up genocide. And Team Baker is up north looking for a way through the radiation that's cut us off from Vegas. I'm afraid the next generation is going to have to lead the charge on this one. The mission is this: search the area where Ace's body was found, and do your best to recover his logbook and the repeater units. Then call in your report. If you find the repeaters, I may send you on to finish his mission. Ace's death must be avenged, and it will be. But finding the signal he died trying to track down is just as important. Besides, I got the sneaking suspicion that when you find the one, you'll find the other. It's about a day's walk east from here. I'll mark it on your map.
Damn.
There you go. Yes, call in on your radio. Your radio is your lifeline to Ranger Citadel. We'll be calling you with alerts and updates on your current missions, and sending you new missions when we receive distress calls. As Rangers, it is your sworn duty to respond to those calls. That is the contract we made with the people of Arizona when we opened for business. Once you prove yourself, the Citadel will be your new home. Consider this mission the final test of your training. If you succeed, you are welcome within our walls. If you fail, then you aren't cut out to be a Desert Ranger, and we won't let you in. kissing ass already, huh? Well, some folks in the Waste can be persuaded that way, but not everyone. I've been buttered up by the best of them, so I'm wise to those tricks. You get through our doors with deeds, not words, recruits. Good try, though.
Well, can't blame a guy for trying, what can I say?
Good luck out there, recruits.
Okay, logbook guide to the missions. Your ranger squad is required, including notes and other information. You can access it from the inventory menu. Simply select a specific entry in the list to see more details. It pays to keep tabs on your progress. Find many items in the Wasteland, some of which can be used in the game world. To use these, you can open your inventory and choose the Use Item option while selecting that item. Certain items can also be used on objects in the world by walking up to them and using the interaction button shown. Remember that most items can only be used on certain objects or characters. Alright. So, let's see. That's our inventory. Save. How do I get to our map? There we go. Oh, that was weird. Okay. I feel like a little tutorial area might have been nice. There we go. Okay, that must be the door to the Citadel, so they're not gonna let me in there yet. Move the camera. Use right stick. There are different camera control modes in Wasteland 2, which you can change by pressing R3. The first is default camera mode, rotate zoom, which will follow your selected ranger and allow you to zoom and control on that ranger. Second is pan mode. The third camera option is lock mode. Lock mode stops camera movement, allowing you to move your squad without the camera following. In locked mode, the camera controls are reassigned to scroll the printer text log and change its size. Okay. So how can I tell which camera mode I'm in? Well, it's pan. It must be locked. Okay.
Hey, Echo 1. Mind picking up that can over there for me? Think there's some water in there. He headbutted you right in the butt.
You're not very nice.
You actually think I was serious about wanting that can? I just wanted the goat to hit you in the ass.
You're a dick. What's that? Huh? This will definitely be a learning experience. When you leave a location and enter the Wasteland, the game perspective will zoom out and show the world map. Use left stick to travel. Alternatively, you can access the world map by pressing the up directional button. Select a location you've already discovered to travel there automatically. There are a number of things you can encounter on the world map. In addition to water and radiation, you can stumble upon both friendly and enemy random encounters, which will take you to a small special location to interact with characters. or do battle. You may even find hidden loot, caches from before the apocalypse, and mysterious locations that few have ever seen. The Outdoorsman skill determines your squad's search radius on the world map when traveling, as well as its ability to avoid hostile random encounters. A good Outdoorsman will be able to avoid dangerous enemies and discover new and hidden locations more easily. Okay.
Roger, Echo 1. Just making sure your radio is working. I'll be your dispatcher from here on out. I also wanted to give you a little heads up on your water situation. If you've all got full canteens, you should have enough water to reach the place where Ace died with plenty to spare. But if you're going to go exploring, you'll want to fill up again at any oasis you can find. Remember, your main priority is to recover the repeater units Ace was carrying. Once you've got the devices, you'll be headed to Ag Center and High Pool to install them. But we'll talk about that after you acquire the repeaters. We must, of course, bring Ace's killers to justice. But right now, that's secondary to discovering the location of that signal. Until now, Woodson's been our dispatcher. But Ace's death made me realize I've spent too many years in my office, walled off from the world and how it's changed it. I need to know what's going on out there, and I figured the best way to do that is to start listening to the people's problems. So, I've decided that from now on, I'll be the one fielding calls and talking in your ear when you head out into the wastes. Don't let that make you self-conscious or nothing. It is vital that all teams stay in radio contact with me here at the base. We get distress calls from all over our jurisdiction and sometimes beyond. Towns or farms or mines being attacked by raiders, mutant beasts, what have you. We field those calls here and then dispatch whichever team is closest to the problem. 10-4, Echo 1, carry on. Ranger Command out.
Alright. The radio is your squad's lifeline back to headquarters. Through it, you will receive vital updates on your missions. From time to time, you may also pick up calls from other Wasteland inhabitants throughout your travels, some of which you may be able to respond to. Remember that to level up, you need to use the radio to call headquarters to earn field promotions, provided a character has gained enough experience points. To make calls on the radio, press the right directional button. Okay, so we need to go east. Ooh, sounds like radiation. Radiation is a constant deadly threat while traveling on the world map. Radiation is visible as a large green clouds and detonated with a large radioactive icon. As you near an irradiated area, your Geiger counter will begin ticking. Entering a radioactive area will cause your squad to gradually take damage from the radiation. Each radiation cloud on the world map has a certain rating depicted on the icon, with higher ratings doing more damage more quickly. Radiation damage can be reduced or eliminated with radiation suits. These are a special piece of equipment you can find. Not all radiation suits are created equal. Some provide more protection than others, and throughout the game you will gain access to better radiation suits that let you explore more dangerous parts of the world. Radiation suits come as a set, so you only need one for your entire squad. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Water is a matter of life and death in the Wasteland. As the squad travels on the world map, water is slowly consumed. When your water supplies run out, your squad will begin taking damage. Go too long without a drink, and eventually characters will die of dehydration. To refill your canteens, look for hidden oases. They didn't spell that right. On the world map, or visit a location with a water supply, such as a well or tap. Most major settlements have a water supply. Yeah. Okay. Oh, more radiation. Okay, that's cool. This is where we're going anyway. Citadel Base. This is Echo 1. We've right our target over.
When you reach the area where Ace's body was found, give it a good going over. The folks that picked him up said it looked like he crawled there. Maybe you can find some tracks leading to where he was attacked. Copy?
Copy.
10-4, Echo 1, and check in immediately with any new info. Those repeater units are a top priority. Ranger Command out.
As you look around the sandy soil, you'll see crusty red patches of blood. There's nothing to distinguish this stretch of desert scrub from any other stretch of desert scrub, except for the blood. The trail of Ace's blood leads to a chain link enclosure. God. Rising from within it is a tall radio tower, its rusted struts moaning in the ever-present wasteland wind.
You wanna play in our backyard? You gotta pay. 15 scrap, or we'll break your faces. And my dog will eat your corpses. Go ahead through while I try to figure that out. Their front, our back. Carry the nothing.
I did pick up a shovel.
So we're even? Does that mean we're rangers too? I gotta go to my good think spot to figure this out. Guys, I'm heading west after my brain stops kicking my head. Come on, boy, let's go. I need to think.
Oh, jeez. Cool. Spouted with blood, this console is connected to the radio transmitter with a coupled together collection of tire. Duct taped to one of the legs on the radio tower is a pre-apocalypse transistor radio. It looks like somebody had patched it into the tower and set it to receive a particular frequency, but the patch wires have been severed. Someone with even the most rudimentary tech skills could probably resplice those wires to hear that frequency.
Would you mind doing that elsewhere?
Well, isn't this my tech person? Well, let me tell you Matthias Law, friends. Matthias Law is vengeance.
Matthias' law, friend.
Oh.
Matthias' law is vengeance. And soon, Matthias' law will stretch all the way to Arizona and kill those so-called upholders of justice, the Desert Rangers.
Okay. August 10th. Fell in with a snake squeezing seller from Rail Nomad. Wanted ranger protection on his way to Blurred. Nice of him to share his water, but I wish the boring son of a bitch would shut up. Alright, I need to find the rest of Ace's logbook. Here's some more blood. A severed plastic leg lies on the ground, leaking an oily black liquid from torn hoses, tangled and caught on some rock, half buried in the sand. The stuff is puddled, half congealed beneath the leg, and a metal bone visible through the hard plastic. Take that just in case. Keep following the blood. What's going on over here? Oh, I can't just go in the houses, huh? What is that? M2? Oh. Blood goes this way. Ooh, into a cave. The dark mouth of a cave entrance stares back at you. Let's enter it. See what's going on in here. A toad of some sort. Oh, I missed some stuff. Let's see. At the end of it, the trail of black oil and gouged earth, you find hope. Life is always peaceful in Wasteland. Combat is turn-based, with each character involved taking a turn in order depending on their initiative stat. Each character has a pool of action points they can spend on actions in combat, including moving, shooting, using items, skills, etc. Once it starts, combat will continue until one side is left standing. These are available weapons, cover, and various skills to come out victorious. Action points are the measurement of how many things a ranger can do each battle. Each action, such as moving, attacking, reloading, or using skills or items, has an AP cost. Not all characters have the same amount of AP, and certain actions can take different numbers of AP for different characters. For example, a character with high speed attribute can move more distance per AP than one with low speed. Different weapons and actions can also have different AP costs. Once all of a character's AP have been used in a turn, the turn will end and the next character in the action queue will take its turn. Alternatively, you can end a character's turn early by using end turn, which will allow you to carry over up to 2 bonus. Oh, okay, cool. Cover. In combat, cover plays a vital role. Taking cover will reduce the attacker's chance to hit their target and will also provide a chance to hit benefit to a character who's in cover. However, cover is only good when it is in line of sight to the attacker. Attacking from a flanking position is often a good tactic to wipe out cowering enemies. Certain cover can also be destroyed by weapons fire or explosives, so it won't always last forever. Action queue. Action queue shows the turn order for combat. Turn order and frequency is determined by the combat initiative stat of each individual character in combat, including friendly characters and enemies. The higher the combat initiative, the earlier and more often that character can take their turn. Precision strikes. Precision strikes allow you to target individual body parts on enemies to inflict debilitating effects at the cost of lower chance to hit. The exact effects vary depending on the body part you target, and there's a random chance of inflicting more severe effects. You can press R2 to open the combat radial menu, both in or out of combat, to use precision strike. Armor protects friendlies and enemies alike, but certain weapons are more effective against armor than others. Different types of weapons have different armor penetration values. The higher the armor penetration a weapon has, the more damage it will do to targets with lots of armor. Okay. Energy weapons do not use armor penetration, instead they check whether armor is conductive or not. Energy weapons do bonus damage to conductive targets, but less damage to non-conductive targets. Conductive targets are marked with a blue shield icon. Okay. Interesting. So it takes 5 AP to attack. Can I move away from this guy a bit? And then I'll attack him. Oh, it jammed. I ended my turn. Oh, I missed. I was gonna have some others, so I'm gonna get right in front of him. And totally miss. There we go. Okay. Weapon taken. One of the ways rangers must survive in the wasteland is scavenging by what they can. Interacting with containers and corpins open up a loot interface and allows you to give individual items to individual squad members, as well as take all and distribute all options, which will give all items to select squad members or distribute the loot around the squad based on character skill. Containers holding loot can potentially be locked or trapped. You'll want to use your various skills such as perception, demolitions, lockpicking, and safecracking to identify and disarm threats and unlock those pesky locks. But remember that some people may not take kindly to you grabbing their stuff. Oh, hey, look at that. Logged inside the chest cavity, you also notice a cylindrical object giving off a faint blue glow. Might be a power source. It'll take some advanced knowledge of electrical engineering, but you could try to retrieve it. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. I guess I can't. I'm gonna check my inventory though, see if there's anything I can't use. Hinge Smith. R2. No, I just don't think I can do anything. $13.12. Oh, check that logbook real quick. Okay. L2? What's L2? Okay, there we go. I see what you were trying to get at. Thank you, dude. Much appreciated. I picked this person specifically because I had stuff like that, so let's see if I can do anything about it. Nice. She definitely is that. Banged up memory core removed from deactivated this. Okay, cool. Alright, neato. Well, thanks, dude. The game has not been very cool about teaching me stuff like that. Wonder if she can repair the tower then. I don't think this is the way I want to go. But I kind of want to check this place out. Oh, I gotta re-equip somebody. Can you use that? wrong person. Should go to Slick. Okay. And Slick can also have knife as a secondary. Okay, cool. Oh. The Tesla is in need of repairs. Alright. Nope, she can't repair. Does he do repairs? No, he was my lockpicker, I do believe. Yeah.
Echo 1, go ahead. Got an update for me?
Yeah.
What? Well, I'll be goddamned. We haven't seen any synthetics around for almost 15 years. We better get a closer look at the tech. Mirror Captain might be able to tell us where it came from. See if you can grab a piece of it and bring it back to Mirror Captain the next time you're at the Citadel. That is Mirror Captain's fancy word for smart robots. She calls them synthetic life forms, or synths. Basically, any robot that can think for itself falls into the synth category. Plain old robots are dangerous enough. Ones that think for themselves are a nightmare. Good, but our priority is still those repeaters. Now that you have them, I'm sending you on to complete Ace's mission, which was to attach him to the most powerful towers in Arizona, so we can get a fix on that mystery signal. One tower is at High Pool, the other is at the Ag Center. Sending you the coordinates now.
Okay.
High Pool is at the most southern and eastern corner of our jurisdiction. They're a vital part of the stable society we've been trying to build here in Arizona. They provide clean water to us and many other communities and farms, maintain an emergency reservoir in case of drought.
Okay.
See Mayor Fickstrom there about using their tower. He knows you're coming. They built their tower on top of an old crane. A bit unorthodox, but it gets great reception. Ag Center is due south of Ranger Citadel and very important to what we're trying to achieve. The researchers there are developing hardier plants and animals that will thrive in the harsh conditions of the waste. If it all pays off, we may see the day when nobody in Arizona goes hungry. Dr. Matt Forrestal about hooking up to their radio dish. Used to be one of us. Now he runs things down there. That's good people. Used to be part of an old satellite relay system, from what Woodson tells me. Strongest transmitter in Arizona. Roger, Echo 1. Ranger Command out.
Rangers earn experience points for overcoming challenges in combat, indicated by the yellow bar on the character screen. Eventually, characters will fill the bar and earn enough experience points to level up. You can level up whenever you want if you have enough XP, provided you can use your radio to contact headquarters. Leveling up grants additional skill points, attribute points, and perk points to improve your character. Leveling up also increases Constitution with the amount of gain depending on the character's strength. If you need a companion, there's one in the Ranger Citadel. Oh, can I have more than 4 party members? That's pretty cool if I can. I don't think anybody repairs. The corpses of birds and mice in various stages of mutilation have been meticulously laid out, limbs and half-torsos placed with ritual precision in a complex pattern encircling the statue of a cat. Okay. Oh, up to 6. Dope.
Copy, Echo 1. This is Ranger Command. Go ahead. Over. Echo 1, I believe a field promotion is in order for one of your team. Congratulations, Echo 1. You've done well.
Oh, cool. So, Now, getting some points. Should be for, one for him. Oh, geez, he doesn't. I give him some heavy weapons. Can I do that? Since I have him using a heavy weapon. Nope, I have to use it on something else. How the hell do I use that point? Oh, costs 2 skill points. Okay. I'm dumb, that's all. I just need to pay attention. Seems like most stuff. Okay, so toaster repairing is totally a thing. That's very strange. That does look like everything's gonna cost me 2 to start with. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I have anybody who has any outdoorsmen. Maybe another one to field medic. Okay, so yep. Everybody else just have one, so I can't do anything. Oh, I should have cut freaking toaster repair. Damn it. Oh well. Okay, so if I'm looking at this right, I'm guessing that it pulls stats from everybody I have, since field medic is available. I don't know. Okay. Oops. Come on. Jeez, OP.
SOS! SOS! Is anybody out there? This is High Pool. We are under attack. I repeat, we are under attack. Raiders with mortars and explosives are blasting our walls. If anybody can hear this, come at once. Don't know how long we can hold it.
Ranger Citadel, this is Ag Center. Come in. We're under attack. The plants, they're mutating out of control. They're tearing my people apart.
Ag Center, this is Citadel Base. Can you repeat? Did you say the plants were attacking?
Yes, goddammit, the plants. Something's gone wrong with the... the door! They're breaking down the door! Fall back! Fall back!
I wonder if this is supposed to be like a, homage to,
Ranger
like,
Team
Day of the
Echo,
Triffids.
this is Ranger Command. Come in. Did you copy those distress calls from High Pool and Ag Center? Over.
Yeah, I did.
Roger that. Listen, Echo 1, I have no one else in the area and no further intel at this time. I'm afraid it's going to have to be your decision which call to respond to first. Whichever one you choose, get there ASAP. Both situations are emergencies and both sounded like they were deteriorating rapidly. Copy? Uh-huh. Suspicious, isn't it, Echo 1? Like someone's monitoring our transmissions and trying to stop our little radio experiment before it starts. Keep an eye out for suspect characters. Copy? 10-4, Echo 1. Godspeed.
You see dangerous animals approaching your position. Let's fuck them up. Ain't gonna be stopped by no dangerous animals. Unless that dangerous animal is man. The most dangerous of animals. Where are these supposedly dangerous? Oh, there's one. Oh, it's a Gila monitor. Alright, why don't you go ahead and bounce away from that boy. That's kind of tough. Oh, there's more. Get him on this. Oh, he poisoned. Damn. Oh, nice. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, I'm gonna move this back over this way. Oh, but I can't hit him from here. Oh, I guess I can. I thought that blue was fine. God. Oh god, Slick is just getting munched. This is not good. Slick, you suck! Slick, you suck! Aw, bro. I don't think we're gonna survive this. It's not who I wanted to shoot. Good dodge, Fade. Oh no, Hex! Good dodge, Hex. Oh, pills. She's doing like no damage to these guys. Got us some more dead flesh. God, I really fucked this up. Die! That's it. That's it. We're done. I'm gonna get eaten by Gila monsters. Well, let's see where the auto saved. I was so excited to take on a battle that I just got wrecked. Okay, let's go back down.
SOS! SOS! Is anybody out there? This is High Pool. We are under attack. I repeat, we are under attack. Raiders with mortars and explosives are blasting our walls. If anybody can hear this, come at once. Don't know how long we can hold.
Okay.
Ranger, did you copy those distress? No, listen. 10-4 Echo 1.
Vegetation run amok the fields ahead are vegetarians' wet dream and carnivore's nightmare. Rows and rows of giant healthy vegetables grown to unhealthy sizes. Disgusting. You thinking I should go back and get the companion first? Alright. I'll do that, Andrew. You haven't stirred me wrong quite yet. I should be able to quick travel.
Hey, Rangers! Hey, Scorpion! You're too late! High Pool is ours now! Wrecking crew
Oh, well, it auto travels, but not in the way I was expecting.
Okay, smash this thing! Let's go party!
Whereabouts is this companion located? the right path.
All right, trainees, I'm taking time out from the dispatch desk to pound you into shape, so pay attention. Fall in.
Cool. The opposite direction, okay.
All right, trainees, fall in. Let me hear the Desert Ranger Rifleman's creed.
There are herbs in here. Scrap is the currency you'll use in the Wasteland. You can use scrap to pay for items merchants are selling. They'll also pay you back in scrap for any items sold to them. Unlike inventory items, there's no maximum limit to how much scrap your party can carry, and it does not weigh anything. Scrap is frequently labeled as moolah. Oh, all little piles I can dig up over around here. Oh shit.
God damn it, Ace. You never should have put down the wrench and picked up the gun.
Oh, this must be who you're talking about. Tough-looking redhead with decades of sun and wind, hard living itched into her angular face, stands sobbing in the shadows. You saw her at Ace's retirement party. The sleeves of her uniform have been turned off, revealing multiple tattoos on her sinewy arms, all skulls. The tears running down her cheeks are splashing on a rusty old wrench she holds in her scarred hands.
Sorry about the waterworks. I'm still pretty broke up over Ace. I'm Angie. You kids must be the new recruits old Vargas trained up. Lord, y'all just babies.
They all hurt, but this one... Man, Ace wasn't even a ranger. Not first. He worked as a driver and mechanic for Fair and Brygo up in Vegas. When Base Cochise started sending its death machines into the desert, Brygo sent Ace south to recruit robot fighters. We met him in quartz. He'd pissed somebody off out there and they'd locked him up. We sorted that out, and he started running with us, helping us fight Cochise. Never stopped. Vargas eventually gave him the uniform and the hat. I don't think he ever formally signed on. He was just always there. And now he's... God damn it, Ace. I knew this one was trouble, I knew it. He was working on the same thing Vargas has you working on. Trying to track down radio signals from beyond the edges of the map. All seemed a bit boring and scientific to me. Then Ace started saying he thought someone was following him. I asked him to let me come with him when I met him at Rail Nomads to give him the repeater units. But he told me to go back to base.
I could, but I like learning about characters and stuff.
Spooked him. I should have gone with him. Why didn't I go with him? Could be a nice little place if the Atchisons and Topekans would kiss and make up. I can't even remember what it's all about. But between them, they got enough old railroad tech that if they worked together, they could give this area a real transportation system. Instead, it seems like all they want to do is blow each other's heads off. You noticed that, huh? Well, Ace always said I wore my heart on my sleeve. Yeah, me and Ace, we were more than just old army buddies, if you know what I mean. That's why it hurt. Man, I'm not sure I can recall.
Jesus Christ, people with your loud
Don't
cars.
even know if it's still on the map. Ask Thrasher, he'd know.
Who the hell be Thrasher?
You better call him Gilbert now. Funny, back in the day, he just seemed like this big old growly bear. Strong as an ox and just about as articulate. But then he got all torn up during our fight with the robots from Base Cochise. He couldn't go out on patrol no more. Any other commander would have handed him his walking papers. But Vargas doesn't dump old friends. So we started him working in the museum. And once you know it, turns out the old bear has a knack for cartography. He's been gradually mapping our little corner of the wasteland ever since. An old military facility from before the war. And the biggest fight the Rangers ever had. There was some crazy computer in there that kept spitting out robots and sending them off to kill people. We had one hell of a fight put it down. Earned our stripes that day. Literally. That's when I became Captain Death. Yeah. The base Cochise AI. Don't know what was wrong with it. Broken, I guess. It thought everybody was its enemy. Wanted to kill the whole planet. Take care out there, babies. Did you find anything out about Ace's killer yet? A robot? He was killed by a robot? But we killed all the robots back when we blew up base Cochise.
Cool. No need to tell Vargas why I joined you. If anybody asks, I'm just helping you get oriented, alright?
Okay. Alright, so now we got that extra follower. Thank you, Andrew. We'll go. Can he use that? I think he certainly can. Good coordination. Oh. Well, she's got quite a bit going for her. Okay. She uses, looks like, sniper rifle. Can I compare? Yeah. Oh, it's screen. Okay, I'm gonna put that on. Who is Matthias? Okay. Cool. Safe combat for once I'm in here. Okay. Help me. The pain. Something is happening. Oh. Yeah, you glibbed.
Okay, this is bad.
Some weapons have alternate firing modes, so let them attack in different ways in exchange for higher AP costs. The most common is burst fire, which allows the character to fire multiple rounds in one turn instead of a single shot with a chance to hit penalty. Try checking firing modes on each weapon to see if you have one, what they can do. Ambush is a special combat action you can take. When you put a character into ambush, they will not attack or make any further moves that turn. However, they gain the ability to interrupt an attack during the enemy's own turn when the next enemy enters attack range. This can be an effective tactic when you want to lure the enemy into your crossfire. When a character is in ambush mode, an icon will appear on their head. Remember that enemies can ambush too. Okay. Little bugs. You can hear the sounds of citrus and cellulose and chlorophyll and other sea words whispering in the depths of the veggie jungle. Truly, the food of the gods, if gods ate their veggies. A lot of bugs over there. It's a bicycle. The grass is devouring it. Salacious. Bunnies? Oh. It's really mean bunnies. Oh, nice shot.
What kind of fool gets in a fight with someone whose last name is Death?
Bad boonies. And we got a fly. And another fly. Let's back off a bit here. Oh, pills, why would you miss? Oh yeah, that's right, he's not actually proficient. I don't know why I have him using it.
You got a lot to learn about tactics, I guess.
I do. My main character or one of my character's pills is a combat medic. I'm really good at whiffing. Very, very nice. Oh, she's actually going to let me control her, huh? Whiff. Whiffed again. Oh no, what is it doing? Why did it do that? Shit, that is not at all what I wanted to do. Fucking A. Range. Oh, weapon jam. Damn it.
You got a lot to learn about tactics, everyone.
I do like that mechanic though. I think that's really cool. Oh, I'm gonna get you killed, Slick. Okay. What about Slick? Why can't I heal Slick? Is it because of the maggot spit? Dude, you're gonna get yourself killed if you don't hit that guy. There you go. Good God. Lava lamp. What lava lamp? Did I pick up a lava lamp? trauma kit. Oh, leveling up brings... Okay, so don't waste my things, that's what you're saying.
Copy, Echo 1. This is Ranger Command. Echo 1, your team's recent progress. Congratulations, Echo 1.
Thank you for letting me know that, because otherwise I would have wasted a bunch there. Okay, so she's not ready. He's got 5 now. I'm going to increase that base chance to hit, because she does not hit very well. I need a surgeon as well. Okay. This is Fade. I want somebody to be able to mechanical repair. Yes. So, it's nothing to do. I'm gonna try that out. Get this guy. I want to give heavy weapons too. Okay. Impact needs to go to Hex. So I gave that to, right? I'll just check it. Junk. Angry Red Clown dead or alive, huh? Okay. Oh, I should probably let him not be poisoned before I leveled up too. Oh well, whatever.
Hello? By the doors. Can you hear me? Hello? Are you there? Get the fuck over here, asshole. We need help.
Okay, Jesus, calm down.
What the hell was that? Did you idiots
Looks like the
just blow
pods are
yourselves
triggered
up
by
right
sudden
in front of the
movement.
door? You pricks better be the damn Rangers. We've been calling for help for hours. About time. Yes, we need help. What have I been saying? I'm opening the doors now.
Okay. I don't know what we busted in over here. Ooh, hey, look. Junk behind. Alright. That was it. In we go. So my screen's gonna go blue for just a second. I've got to switch up my camera options here a little bit. Getting a little too dark in my room for my chroma key to work. So give me 1 sec. Just gotta switch some stuff around real quick. Do not change. There's some transparency on me. There we go, that's good. Okay. Tall woman with dark skin and high cheekbones. She wears a white lab coat and has her black hair pulled back in a no-nonsense bun, through which she has stuck a much-chewed pen. She does not look happy to see you.
Rangers, where have you been? Forget the friendly introductions, Angie. Wasn't the deal we made with the Rangers, we give you food, you give us protection? Well, your recruits are looking pretty goddamn well fed, but we've been up to our tits in killer tomatoes for 8 hours, and not a ranger in sight.
Killer tomatoes?
You should take it from here, recruits. Learning to deal with angry citizens is part of the job.
And killer pumpkins and killer fruit flies. All of a sudden, all our plants started growing out of control, mutating, exploding, attacking my people. It's like they've gone rabid or something. Didn't you hear our distress call? We've been calling for help forever.
You want to use our radio dish now. Can you see we're in the middle of a fucking crisis? Fuck you. Go find it yourselves. All right, fine. Doesn't matter anyway. The plants overwhelmed the damn thing about 20 minutes ago. We haven't been able to call out since. You want to check it out? It's in the greenhouse just down the hall to the west.
Matt and Rose and I managed to get safety, but the others... The researchers and the farmers are still in the fields and greenhouses. We've been watching them dying one by one on the monitors while you butterballs have been off somewhere circle jerking each other. And for some reason, and for some of them it's been even worse. You saw her, that thing you met out front, she was one of my assistants. All of them were our people, and now they're, I don't know what they are, pod people? Rose thinks it started with some contamination in the fertilization system. She also thinks it's deliberate sabotage. I hate to think that, but whatever it is, all the vegetation is growing out of control and mutating. The insects too. They're enormous!
About time. Now listen, we think the mutations stem from contamination in our irrigation system. Unfortunately, the computer that operates the pumps seems to be malfunctioning, and we can't shut it off remotely. Maybe its circuits are overloaded from all the alarms going off.
Maybe.
The computer is down the corridor past the airlock behind us. I can open that lock, but if you're gonna do your job and rescue our guys, see Rose. She has the current override codes for the... If you can get the computer working, you can shut down the pumps from there. If not, you'll have to go into the east and west fields and turn off the valves by hand. Now get going before any more of my people die. Yes, go. Do your job. I'll open the central airlocks for you now.
Okay, I will go try to talk to Rose. A lean, square-shouldered guy in a flannel shirt and jeans. He would look trim and healthy if his left arm and leg weren't all wrapped up in bandages and his face all bruised and sliced up. He winces as he shifts around to look at you, but then gives you a big grin as you approach. Matt, good to see... Oh shit, what happened to you?
Hey, Angie. Got hit by one of those exploding pods.
Are you okay?
Kathy says she can fix me up. I hope so. Hurts like the dickens. I recognize the uniforms, but not the faces. Y'all must be new recruits. Hope this ain't your first
she can
dance,
come a
though, 'cause
companion?
I got the feeling it ain't gonna be a walk in the park. Name's Matt Forrestal. I guess I'm the boss around here. Used to. Things are a little paltry right now, but...
What we got here? More armor? Let me try to silence some shit first. Junk. Junk, junk, junk. Junk, junk, junk. Junky, junky, junk. I'm not getting rid of crafting material, am I? This is all actually junk, right?
Normally, just keep everything organized and humming along. Today, get blown up, failed to help my people, I guess. Sorry, Rangers. I don't mean to be all self-pity and rain clouds. Just having a shitty day. We've lost a lot of good ones, but I'm damn proud of everyone. You haven't had widespread panic. Tensions aren't spilling over too bad. Folks are doing their honest best trying to help where they can. If you find anyone, you make your way into the complex, I'll make sure you get commendations and compensation for helping them out.
Cool. I like
Thanks for
compensation.
coming by, Rangers. Always good to see new recruits taking their first steps into the big wide world.
Where's Rose? Is she not in this room? No.
Howdy, recruits. How'd you doing there?
They wanted the airlock behind us. Bad. Oh, Jesus.
Now I'm gonna have to save your asses too. Well, just make sure you bring some fragments of those pods for me. 10 should do. Hopefully I'll be able to synthesize it here once I know what it is.
Well, that sucks. Verdant and unforgiving, the system activation is completely blocked plasma. It's going to be somehow weakened. Nothing short of heavy artillery will get through. Well, I don't got any of that yet. Get away from it. Laser disc machine. Was it some kind of weapon? No. Well, sounds like shit's behind there. Oh, it's dead. That's fine.
The computer room. Great.
I disappeared.
Okay,
I'm gone.
now
I'm a
listen.
ghost.
The computer is basically fried.
And
Unless
I'm
you're
back.
secret genius hackers, its functions are going to be pretty limited for now. It'll only be able to open one airlock at a time.
Start with the east airlock.
Those fumes in the ventilation tunnels look toxic. You're either going to have to run through there fast, or you're going to have to get all the fans running.
About the south one. Oh.
We found the mushroom cave. That's where Dr. Larson did all his fungal research. I'm seeing a lot of movement in there, but none of it looks human.
You have a time limit on the infection?
Never liked mushrooms. Making them bigger hasn't helped.
then I better collect some shit. That's supply. Let's just try to take this fly. Or completely whiff. Damn superflies. Oh shit, not what I meant to do. Absolutely not. Goodness gracious. Take shots of Angela. No! Stop taking shots of pills. Enough, huh? Slick's not afraid of you. Yeah, dodges like oh, should have been more. Get him. Oh, there we go. Get away from it! Get away from it, Fade! There we go. I guess I'm already infected. It doesn't matter from the other that. Nope. No, you're not. He died. How am I doing on those gloves? Okay, I have enough. Let's see if I can't get cured.
counting recruits.
You're still here.
How'd you do
Aren't
in
you
there?
supposed to be shutting down the irrigation system and get going? While you've been snooping around and searching through our stuff, I've been thinking I could get one of those pods to I suppose a handful of fragments of... If we don't find a cure, the infection... Perfect. This is just what I needed. Come find me in Rose's lab when you're done with whatever you're gonna do with the radar dish. Hopefully I'll have a cure. Thanks again for the pod. Find me later in the lab. Come on, Matt.
There's the lab that way.
Don't touch anything.
I've got the cure. At least I know what we need. It was easy once I figured out the pods were mutated fungal spores. All we need is a... Please, go, quickly.
Okay.
Don't touch anything.
I did not mean to, lady.
If it isn't Dr. Rose. Still as creepy as ever, I see.
Hello, Angela, dear. Still as fearful and technophobic as ever, I see.
After what I've been through, can you blame me? Robot arms make me nervous.
Do you say the same to your old friend Gilbert? I understand he has a new leg now.
I hate that thing. I told him not to get it.
You would rather he was still lame?
Leave me alone.
Sorry to be so brusque, children. Everything in this room is an experiment in progress, and not to be disturbed. Now what can I do for you? Yes, I have the greenhouse code, but listen. I want to come with you. I need more samples if I'm going to make sense of this mess. If you let me come. Excellent. Let me just turn this burner off and I'll be all ready.
Cool.
We can stock up for my lab supplies if you'd like. It may look disorganized in here, but I know where everything is.
Alrighty, well, I'm actually going to take a break here. Get some food in me and whatnot. I do appreciate you stopping by, Andrew. All the tips, thank you so much. If you like what I'm doing, please like, comment, or subscribe. All that stuff regular YouTubers tell you to do. If you want to see more of me, I should be getting on later. Might be streaming some of the Destiny 2 beta if you're interested in that. But otherwise, thanks for stopping by, and as always, keep being beautiful people, and we'll see y'all later. Bye!